Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me today. I'm here with this week's Pick a Card weekly tarot reading. Okay, so it's really very simple. Just pick a number now between 1 and 5. First number that pops into your head now. Okay, I've got mine. You can have more than one number if you cannot make up your mind. If you have 5 numbers, then you might have a very interesting week trying to work it out. So many different influences. Okay, if you are new perchance, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, let's go to the board and see what these cards have to say this week. We're doing card number 1. I like to have a little vision first, but I'm going to go with that card there. Mixed. I'm in, like, I can see some bushes. There's sort of some darkness there in the center of the bushes. It's actually crowded, too much going on, hectic, chaotic perhaps even. But on the bushes I do see a lot of new growth, and so this says new beginnings, new opportunities. The issue is, because it is rather dark, it looks like somebody's garden or something like that, and so it's like the bush needs cutting back, in fact, to give the new growth the best chance. Your issue this week might be deciding what things you're going to cut back on and what things you're going to keep and grow. The card that comes up is the Page of Wands. This is usually a pretty hopeful sign. There's the growth there going on, the green leaves I was talking about, there could be, you know, a lot happening. You have to decide what you're going to do. But traditionally, it's a young man bearing information of spiritual importance. It's like there's motivation, inspiration to do something, but again, you have to decide what to do. But action is involved and growth is involved. Maybe talking to other people will help you. There's these 2 pyramids in the back. Sometimes can mean travel, but probably not now. It's probably your chakras opening up. Particularly, I'm sensing the sacral chakra and the base chakra, so your lower back and sexual organs, reproductive area, creativity, that sort of thing. That's what I feel like's opening up for you this week. Okay, so cut back on those things you have to, so that you can, make some space for the things you really want to do. Okay, let's have a look at card number 2. Card number 2. What do I see? Red, the colour red. Again, a lot of energy, but sometimes can mean anger. Be careful of speeding in the car, or there could be someone around you speeding, just, do the right thing, basically. But I feel like you have to be careful with your movements as well. Like, don't rush. Your physical body, you don't want to rush things. Be mindful of where your body is in space. That's actually called proprioception. And sometimes we might think our hand's here, but it's actually over here a little bit, and then we end up hitting it in the door or something as we walk past, because our hand's not where we thought it was. And it sounds a bit silly, but yeah, it happens all the time. The card that comes up is the Justice card. Okay, so this is about karmic justice, not necessarily legalities, but can be. If you do have a legal matter, this card does help. You'll see she's blindfolded. She's got to weigh up the evidence before her. She doesn't actually have all of the evidence, but the really good thing she does have is this owl on her shoulder, who is whispering intuitions into her ear, and that's how she makes a decision with this sword. That's how she decides what she's going to cut out and what she's going to keep in as being important and central to her decision. Feet on the ground, be practical and in touch with daily reality. Red for action. Okay, so good for legal affairs, but even more importantly, karma, destiny, those sorts of things. Okay, let's have a look now. Card number 3. Card number 3 for the week commencing 17th of May. Whoa, and they all fall out. I'm just going to go with the one on top. Closing my eyes now. Green, blue, brown, the earth, growth. If you thought about growing some vegetables, even if you're in a unit, put them in a pot on your balcony if you've got a balcony, and grow the things you want in your life and cut back the rest. Okay, so here's a lot of green here. She is growing happiness. See, there's lots of little cups there, and they've all got different coloured flowers. These are different elements that bring her happiness and joy. So this card is about abundance. There's so much green here. Sometimes that abundance can come to you. This could be you, the tree here, or it can be your family tree with the other trees in the background as well. So abundance may come through family, but not necessarily. Sometimes you have to make your own. And there's a swing here. Sometimes it's like swinging on a decision, deciding which way you're going to go. There's a really noisy crow out there. I don't know if you can hear him. So it's very appropriate for this card. But this is usually abundance, harmony, contentment, and growth. Okay, if you've picked card number 3. Now, card number 4, let's have a look and see what card comes out for card number 4. No, I'll go with that one underneath there. Closing my eyes, what do I see? Card number 4. Still stuck on this abundance card a little bit. Card number 4. Okay, here we go. Okay, got the colour purple. So more spiritual week if you picked this card number 4. And I see a lot of purple. So it's like the crown chakra opening up, searching, looking, trying to discover what your life mission or your life's vocation is. There's a beautiful pink rose and a pink lily, which has a yellow centre, like the stamens are yellow, and just beautiful, and it has a divine scent, and it's in a pond. It's a very calm, peaceful sort of energy, very beautiful, okay? And bunches of flowers also being given. You may give or receive a bunch of flowers, but I think it actually means, not literally, I think it means your happiness or something like that is increased. Okay, the 3 of Cups. This is a week for socialising if you've picked this card. Going out and having a good time. It could be that these people are in a family, or they could be friends. If it's work connected, it's probably not, unless they're your friends at work and you do socialise together. This card is about socialising. They're all in the fish's mouth here, you see, so there is some sort of subconscious bond or something going on. They're all completely different people and have different ways of dealing with things. This one's more active, she's in red. This one in pink perhaps likes to be out there, you know, showing herself off a little bit and a little bit wasteful. See there, she's tipping that out. This one's more of a thinker, maybe quieter, the quieter of the 3. So if you are going out in a group and socialising, just pay attention that everybody's different. You may not always agree on something, and that's okay, but for going out and having a fun time, that will be fine. All right, card number 5. Card number 5. Let's have a look. I picked that card actually, and I'm going out with people on the weekends, so how appropriate. Number 5. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, there's a card back here that sort of impacted me. Close my eyes now. What do I see? I see a forest, a lot of trees. Can't see the wood for the trees. Sometimes it can be a little bit confusing, but there's a path here, and it's a good path, and so it's quite a straight, easy path, but an interesting path. And going through a forest is sometimes like your life's journey. There's lots of other trees out there, other families, other people, and interacting with them and moving along. It's not difficult or hard. This has been hard, the past, though, because a 10 of Wands is the end of a cycle of very hard work. Okay, so it does indicate that there's some sort of attainment or getting there. but it's been a burden, and it hasn't been easy. It's been hard, but now it can get easier, okay? Because now we can drop the burden and continue on the path. All the trees here continue on the path without the burden, okay? A lot of growth here, but there's only so much work you can do and only so much burden that you can shoulder. At some point you need to drop the burden so you can start a new cycle. I reckon this is a great card because what it does is it brings to your attention those areas of your life where you've been carrying too much, and maybe you've been carrying for other people, okay? So just consider if you can drop the burden. Okay, so this week, Page of Wands, Justice, Cups, Wands. Okay, so pretty motivating kind of week, a bit of emotion, and if you can drop that burden, if you've picked card number 5, that would be fabulous. Now, I'm just going to close my eyes now and see what I can see for this week. Generally, the 17th of May, 2021, a lot of blue, a lot of emotion. Okay, I get a sort of feeling of speed, things changing rapidly, and it might be you go to do something, you've researched it, then something changes, and then you have to, do a bit more research, but lots of change in the air. So I guess the key word would be flexibility. If you can be anything this week, be flexible. Maybe things are not panning out as you thought they would. I see a playing card here. It's the 9 of diamonds. So they're coming to the end of the cycle, but still things that need to be finished off. Okay, still some endings that have to happen before you can start the new cycle. Something about water, drinking water. If you've got tanks or plumbing, just keep an eye out. Let me know if you have a plumbing problem. But this is to do with drinking water, I think. Anyway, something to do with water for sure, and there could be an issue. Let me know in the comments if you've got any plumbing problems, or if your tanks are running dry, or there's an issue with water tanks. Okay, I'm seeing rain. I'm just wondering, I'm not sure on this point if this is a roof leaking or not. Okay, so water is always about emotions. So whatever happens, if that's you with the plumbing problem or the roof leaking, yes, it could be stressful. But mostly a fairly good week for most people. Okay, so if you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel. Hit that notification bell right now. And also have a wonderful week, everybody. Okay, I'd appreciate a like or a share. Leave me a comment. Okay, thanks again, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.